Hello all and welcome again to the C tutorials. So I hope that you all must have finished your problem that I gave you in the last class. It was finding a factorial of a number. So let's see my approach of finding factorial. As I told you, I have used for loop. I'm getting user input and storing it in variable a. So I'm running it backwards. I'm initializing I to a, and I am running the for loop till I is greater than 0, and I'm decrementing it at each stage. So I'm setting the value of b to 1, multiplying the value of b each time with value of I. So at first instance, the value of b will be 1 and the value of I will be equal to a, and if value of a is 2, 1 and 2 will be multiplied and the value of b will be 2 now. So I will be decremented to 1, so it is greater than 0. So the value of b, which is 2 now, will be multiplied to value of I, which is 1 now. So 2 into 1 will be 2 and the value of b will be 2, and value of I will be decremented to 0. So now the condition executes to false. So the so the for loop breaks out, and the printf statement is executed. These two lines of code are written because if user enters the value 0 or 1, the factorial is 1. So if the value of a is equal to 0, or if you remember, I would have taught this in operators lessons. This is called as a pipe operator. If either any of the condition executes to true, the value of b will be turned to 1. So the factorial will be set to 1. So this is what my program will do. So let's take the result. So I'm entering 4. So the factorial is 24. So it's working very perfectly. If you want, you can check for other values. I'll check for 5. So 120. So it's working perfectly. It's okay if you have any other approach to solve it. So we'll continue with today's class. In today's class, we are going to see about functions. Functions are set of statements that execute to perform a particular operation. Consider an example where you have to perform addition operation in your program for more than five or six times. So in this case, instead of writing the addition operation statements 5 to 6 times repeatedly, you can call an addition function which can be substituted in that area. So using function reduces your number of lines of code. So using functions are very beneficial. So in functions there are some points that you have to remember. So let's see. So first I'll create a file. So vi func1.c. I've already typed in these lines. So let's start with function declaration. So function declaration should be done like your return type of the function should be mentioned first, followed by your function name and arguments. So I'll tell you what these are. Return type of the function means your function can return any value. If you are using an addition function, your addition function may return the sum value. So this return type specifies the data type of the value that your function returns. So if I perform addition between two integer variables in my function, the result is going to be an integer. So if I specify a return statement in my function, so the return type of this function is going to be int, because addition of two integer variables is going to be int. So return type of my function is going to be int. So you know what your function name is. You can give any name for your function, and so the arguments are the values that you pass to the function from main or any other functions. For example, let's have an addition function. So my return type of the addition function is going to be int. So I have to declare the function as int. I am keeping the function name as add, and I'm going to get two values. So int a comma int b. So this is my function declaration. I can also specify it like int comma int. So this is also a perfect declaration of function. It's not necessary to specify the variable name here in function declaration. Function declaration as variable declaration must be done during the beginning. Okay, the function definition, unlike the variable definition, can be done during the time of declaration or afterwards. Next we move on to function call. So this is the basic syntax for calling a function: func name and arguments if any. So if I want to call your add function, I have to specify it like this. So in this case, it's not necessary to specify the data types or the variable. So function arguments can be of two types. We can call a function by its value, or we can call a function by passing reference. So I'll teach about call by value and call by reference in the second part of this function tutorial. So in this class, we'll write a small code for addition and subtraction of two variables. I'm going to declare two functions, and my return type of the function is going to be int. My declaration of the function will be, I have to get in two integer variables. I'm naming the variables as int num1 and int num2. So these are the two functions that I'm going to have, and I'm declaring it. So inside main, I have to get the inputs of two numbers. I have to declare two variables. So I'm going to pass a message to the user to enter two numbers. I'm getting it. I'm declaring two more variables to store the result of add and difference function. I'm declaring res1 and res2. In res1, I'm going to store the value that is returned by the function add. So I'm calling the function add. I've specified the function name, and I'm passing the parameters. So I'll print it, and in rest2 I'm going to store the result that is returned by the function diff. So I'm calling the function diff here, so I'm printing that too. So that's all in our main function. Now we have to define our function. We have already declared it. So while definition of a function, you write the function declaration statement as such. So this is your function definition part. So inside this you have to give your definitions. So this double slash here means comments. So you can add comments in C. Double slash is used to make a single line comment, and these are used to make multi-line comments. So I'm going to return the sum of num1 and num2, and in difference function I'm going to return the difference of the two numbers. So that's it about this code. I'll comment these. So let's save it and run it. Hope no error arises. So that's successfully compiled. So let's run it. So I'm going to enter two numbers, 4 and 6. So the sum is 10 and the difference is -2. So that's working perfectly. So I hope you understood the concept of functions. So in our next tutorial, we are going to see about call by value and call by reference, which is a continuation of functions. If you have any doubts or queries based on what I taught you, make use of your comment section and ask any questions if you want. Please do subscribe to our channel, and please do keep watching our videos. Thank you.